Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I know it has been a while since we put out a scrapping video, but we have some for you, and hopefully we can get you guys some more soon. We have a lot of videos that we've been working on. So right away we're going to show you this big old water heater. And yes, Mr. Volt was able to get that in his trailer. So I had to fix the stuff right there. I believe he got like sheet metal for that stuff right there. And then he got a good amount for the water heater. But he did receive a call from someone in this area right here that will sometimes let him know when they have scrap. And they had called Mr. Wold up and said that there was a massive water heater. Like, it makes this one look tiny. It was huge. And it was stainless steel. So, yeah, Mr. Volt didn't get that one. But, yeah, that thing, he found out later that they got a $350 just for that water heater. That thing was huge. So we have some lead acid battery, and Mr. Volt has very nicely put up these little, reminders of what some of the metal is. So if you see stuff and it's been like abbreviated, just kind of pay attention to the screen, and he might abbreviate it later. But right here he's showing you some copper and steel pieces. And this stuff right here, like if you're just peeking in, you're gonna miss it. So it's kind of hard because like stuff like this, you have to get into the dumpster, but also, we're not encouraging people to get in if they're not able to. You need to be careful, see if you're able to. And then just always, peek your head out like a gopher, because somebody might throw something in and not know that you're in there. And of course, pay attention to the sound of the trash trucks, because you do not want to get picked up when those things come. So just be careful out there. And look at, they have all of this right there in the bag. I don't know if you see that, but there's lots and lots of cables in there, some wires and all kinds of good stuff. So as you can see, insulated copper wire. So if you see that ICW, that's what that is. And if you guys are low on space, I mean, you could take cables, wires, copper, brass, all of that good stuff, and it takes up very little space. So just to give you guys an idea, Mr. Volt has filled up the trailer, completely full with metal, heavy metal. He got like full heavy metal, and he got like, I'd say $50 from a full load of the trailer, and the trailer is a good size, right? $50, it's good, but he filled up like, I want to say it was like maybe, and it wasn't even full either. He had like about 5 or 6 totes, different categories, because he separates everything. Just to let you guys know, he does not throw the copper and brass and all that good stuff with the steel. We're not able to record in that area, so you don't see that part. But he had about, I'd say maybe like 5 or 6 different totes. Some of them were halfway full, some of them were like, a third full. Not even like really like full. And he got about, what was it, $360, I believe, from the totes. So, you don't really need a big truck. You don't really need a lot of space to do this if you go for the good stuff. Because this right here, yeah, this is, a lot, but it's, it's going to take up a lot of space, and he's going to get less for it, but you know, every bit counts, so it's just up to you and how you want to do it. You know, so we're trying, Mr. Volt has said this many times, but we're trying to go more for the non-ferrous, just because it's, you know, the big stuff is going to be putting a lot of, you know, weight on the car, and you just get more money out of the non-ferrous, so we're able to, you know, save space and get more out of that. But it's hard because Mr. Volt says that, and then he sees 2 more water heaters or barbecue grill or whatever it is, and then it goes back into the trailer again. So we'll see. One of these days we might break that cycle and just go for the good stuff. And I believe Mr. Volt found someone, yeah, for the ACs that they offered him. I think it was like $10 for an AC. So yeah, he might just go for that instead of scrapping it. But you can definitely, you know, part those out too. But for us, you know, we don't have the time to do all of that. So that's why some of the stuff just goes straight to the scrapyard. Okay, so you guys might have recognized these from previous videos. We have found a lot of these before, and yeah, we took them in, and back then, I mean, we got like maybe I think it was like a penny a pound for this stuff, so not very much. But you know, Mr. Volt was trying to help out this guy that, you know, called him up, told him he has a bunch of these boxes full, and this place, Mr. Volt actually found this place because these boxes were being thrown away. So they were being thrown in the dumpster a long time ago, and that's what, you know, caught Mr. Volt's attention on this place, and started like collecting them. But then we found, you know, that they just weren't worth very much, and then it became where the scrapyard wouldn't even take them. So Mr. Volt was kind of like helping him out with this one. But yeah, we were able to take some to like a waste center that, you know, where they were able to collect them, some of them, but not all of them. So Mr. Volt had, you know, checked out some places where he can take it to recycle, and then yeah, he has a couple people that he knows, they have recycling bins, and they said it was fine, you know, if Mr. Volt had taken these to the recycling bins, because he helps them out too a lot, so he was able to do that. But unfortunately, there was some other dumpster divers, and they found that load, and yeah, I'm assuming they tried to take it to the scrapyard and found out that they're not worth anything, that the scrapyard's not going to take them. So they try to call the company and ask for a reward for bringing these in or whatever, collecting them, that they wanted some reward for them. So yeah, that got back to the guy that gave these to Mr. Volt, you know, that they were asking for rewards. So it's like, yeah, we don't, we try to, you know, find places like for this one, like where we can take it. But yeah, if you ask for a reward on these kind of things, you know, the companies, they're not gonna offer you a reward. I mean, they're thrown out for a reason. So I think they probably are supposed to dispose of them properly, maybe. But yeah, like this stuff right here, yeah, they're not gonna give rewards for that. They're gonna actually probably find out why they were thrown out, and then they're gonna end up like locking up the dumpster or something. And that happens with stores too. We have talked to a lot of dumpster divers too that they have taken things back to the store and, you know, ask why they're thrown out. And then the next time they come, you know, they're locked up. So, you know, I don't know why, you know, it's so hard for stores and places to recycle the stuff. Maybe if it was easier, maybe if they got more, you know, incentive out of it, because it seems like stores get more for throwing things out and claiming it as a loss than to properly recycle it or donate it or whatever. And yeah, like recycling, right here you can see boardsort.com. If you find stuff like this, you can take it and you can ship it there. They give you money for, you know, parts like this, like computer parts and motherboards and stuff like that. But yeah, you can check it out, and they have different things that they take. So yeah, I mean, we try to find like places to recycle these, but it just seems like, you know, it's harder and harder to find places that you can take stuff to recycle. Let us know, you know, if you guys have suggestions or places that you know of that you take stuff to. But I mean, this stuff right here, you can't scrap it. But yeah, Mr. Volt was trying to help out and do a favor on that one, but yeah, it didn't work. But yeah, let us know how many of these, well, I don't even know. I can't even like say how many of those pieces there are because there's so many. Oh my goodness. I'm over here still laughing about the vibrates nonstop. So what's the problem? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, those were all defective, so they were thrown out. But wait, there's more? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's more. You can believe that. I don't even know how many boxes there are. Let us know if you kept track. I was gonna say if you guys can count all these little pieces, but nope, that's on another level right there. Let us know how many boxes there were in total. We've been doing this little game on our main channel, Bolt Diving, so we'll do a special shout out for anyone that guesses how many boxes there are. And they did give Mr. Vold a monster, so that's why you saw the monster earlier. And no, we're not sponsored by Monster, but if they want to, hey, we're fine with that. Okay, and I saw recently in the news, kind of related to what I was talking about, but there was like hundreds of pounds of pasta dumped like in the middle of like the woods. And yeah, they were trying to find out like why there was all this pasta dumped, and turns out that, you know, this place, they don't take like bulky items and stuff like from, you know, for pickup. They charge, and a lot of places charge, you know, for people to dump their stuff. But yeah, a lot of people were just dumping couches and mattresses and furniture and all kinds of stuff in this area, like in the forest, you know, somewhere out there. And yeah, it got the attention of the news when someone dumped, you know, hundreds of pounds of pasta. You know, they made jokes out of it, but I mean, in all seriousness, yeah, there's where we're at. Okay, I think it's like a couple times a year you can bring out your big bulky items. So don't leave, you know, mattresses and stuff like that. It's not going to get picked up. It's just going to stay on the curb. We've seen that many times. But the city, at least where we're at, a couple times a year they will pick up, you know, a few bulky items for free. So check where you're at with your city and see if they do that. Schedule a pickup, you know, if you need that. But otherwise you would have to take it to, you know, the dump, and they charge you for that. So I think if, you know, maybe the states like kind of did a little bit more with that, where, you know, they might pay a little bit for, you know, mattresses, right? Maybe they could recycle it, break it down, you know, and it's good for the environment too. You know, it's not going into the landfill. So yeah, we've seen other places like Sweden, where they just like recycled everything. Japan, we've seen documentaries on that too. So there's some places that are working towards that, but there's still a lot that is being thrown away, not recycled. So yeah, it's crazy the amount of stuff that's thrown out. So make sure to, you know, check with your city where you're at if they have that, you know, because there's things that are being thrown away that shouldn't be, stuff that can be recycled that should be. And even we've seen people that, like a lot of artists and, you know, businesses that we've seen, where they can make stuff out of like just random trash, like chopsticks, denim jeans, glass bottle caps. So there's like really creative stuff that you can do with it. It's just, I don't know, that's on a whole nother video, so we'll have to go into that more next time. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and of course, have a great day. Bye.